What's up, guys? Thought I would do a quick update video. I like doing these from time to time and just talking with everyone here, seeing what's going on, kind of giving you a little bit about what's going on with me. Uh, if you've seen the lack of uploads for about the 9 days, I want to talk about it. We'll address that in the video. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone. We hit 600 subscribers. Super pumped, super excited. I've been doing some new things and trying some new things out to get the videos to a different audience. We obviously have a lot of series that are growing and been going for quite some time now that are, catching wind and taking off. So things are good there. I thank you guys so much again for 600. That makes us on track to hit our goal by the end of the year of 1,000 subs. And hopefully by the time we hit 1,000 subs, we'll also have the watch time and ready to go so we can apply for monetization. So that's super exciting. I usually write down stuff that I want to talk about in these updates, but I kind of wanted to just freeball it this time and sort of see how it goes. So to address the lack of videos, I guess I'll just be as straightforward as possible. I've had like a compiling things that just seem to keep happening this year that are just not great. And I'm not here to complain or bitch or make excuses because it's just me being, I could always work harder and do better. So it's, I guess I'm here to make excuses. I think that I just sort of hit a point of, I think I need to take a mental week off of everything, just to kind of relax my headspace, my mental space, and reaffirm things that I want to do and things I don't want to do. I guess to kind of catch people up, like I got hurt, and I'm just barely starting to recover from that. It was a what was it? Hairline. It was a hairline fracture in my tailbone. Not much they really can do. They say takes 5 to like 16 weeks to heal. I opted not to do cortisone or anything like that. Just kind of letting it heal naturally. It feels pretty good now, but it didn't really start feeling good until about last week. And prior to that, it was like even like adjusting in a seat was like really really painful. I couldn't sit for longer than like an hour without pain. Thankfully we're past that point. I I don't usually talk about money because it's just not, I don't think it's appropriate, but I found out that my previous employer for the majority of last year was not doing things right taxes wise, and I owe a lot of taxes apparently, and it really sucks. It wasn't something that I faulted on; it was an input error, and not on my end, on the company's end. And basically, I wasn't. There was no federal taxes being taken out of my checks. So, and no, there isn't anything that can really be done aside from reporting them to, the triple B. I still owe those taxes. It's still money that I made that I have to pay back, and the amount that I have to pay back isn't really money that I just am happy to just part with. It really isn't. But death and taxes, am I right? And that kind of took a blow to my whole situation a little bit, kind of frustrating. But I think the biggest thing, and hopefully I can keep composure here, but one of my cats passed away, and I know there's people on the internet who are like, it's just a cat. And it's like, fuck off. I had the cat for we try to do the math. 20 plus years is what we figured out. Family thinks she was 24. I think maybe 21, 22. So she's literally been with me almost my whole life. And through all the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations, and the cat's been here, and she was the personality, and I think that happening, and I was the one who found her, passed away, and it just kind of, like, everything, like, in that moment, everything that, like, because I'm usually really good, not at like, I can't say the word out loud. My brain won't let me, but I don't put things away and just hold them and let them just, like, simmer until I have a breaking point. But, like, I haven't really dealt with the other things, like, and realized how much of a frustration they've been and how annoyed I've been at those. And then, like, finding her passed away, like, everything just kind of hit at once. And it sucks. It sucks. And I told myself, like, I needed some time to, like, recoup and figure out just where I'm at mentally. Now it's only going to affect the channel I'm probably not going to put anything out except this weekend, but I have everything ready to go to get back on track and schedule. I didn't want to be on the computer. I didn't want to be anywhere. I've just kind of been laying in bed recharging and, like, mentally taking a break from everything. And I think for some people it's not good to do that, and I don't know if it has been good to do this. I'm slowly starting to realize, like, I haven't done anything this week except sleep and get on the computer and just feed my brain just stuff to disassociate. And I don't know. I took a couple edibles, and that didn't really help. That just, like, made it worse. That just added, like, stress and anxiety to the whole thing. So I don't know. It's just been one of those weeks, and I didn't want to think. I wanted to make this video just so those of you who watch regularly aren't worried. I've had a couple of people be like, "Hey, what's going on? Why aren't there videos?" I'm like, "Sorry, like, I'll make an update. I don't want there to be any concerns or anything like that." I'm excited though. I do want to announce a couple things away from the sad stuff. I am going to do, like, an informal documentary about my cat. I know it sounds weird, but she actually has one of those stories that is just, I don't know, it's just crazy. Basically, she was left at my mother's work in the scorching summer of Utah. She had third-degree burns. Her fur was all burnt and, like, just messed up. No one really thought that she was going to even live. And come to find out, not only did she live, she lived to be an old fart of a cat. And yeah, I'm trying to convince my mother to be involved in it and help me with it. I think that'd be interesting, and maybe try and get some, interviews with friends who, because, like, the cat, fuck, the cat was, like, knew everybody, knew all my friends, because she, like, had been in this house since the beginning. So, like, everyone knew of her. And it's just, I don't know. I want to do it for her, and I think it'd be cool. The other thing that is coming is I'm going to attempt with a group of people who you guys have seen on the channel. I've been making content with a lot of them lately. We're gonna do a theater of the mind / Roll20 D&D-esque thing. It's going to be very far away from like standard D&D in the sense of like we're not going to, what's the word? We're not going to have all the crazy stuff that's in like character creation. It's going to be very bare bones and homebrewed. So it's just because it's going to be my first attempt at DMing and I don't know what I'm doing, but I have an idea of like the basic stuff that I want to do, and if we enjoy it and want to continue with it down the road, then maybe, you know, we'll start implementing more like actual D&D stuff. So I'm excited for that, and I have a thing that no one knows about yet that I have been working on in the background. And I'm not quite sure, it's going to be a big project, but I just don't know quite how I want to start and unveil it. But basically it's going to turn into a tournament of champions for gaming. I don't want to give away too much because I actually think the idea is going to be really cool. But the core of it is, you know how in like Mario Kart there's Grand Prix and you play like 4 races. I'm going to create a tournament style thing. I want to try and keep it vague so no one fucking takes the idea, or maybe it's already been done. I just think this is unique, but I'm gonna do like, let's say I have 4 contestants. Okay, we're gonna roll 4 categories of games. So FPS, RTS, racing, and card. Let's say that those are the 4 that we roll. And I'm going to have every single genre of video game that I could think of and come up with. And then it's going to be each 4 of those categories are going to have 4 games associated with it. So if it's FPS, it's like Call of Duty and Halo, and if it's racing, it's Dirt and whatever it is, right? And then we're going to fill out those four areas, and then they're going to compete in each of those Grand Prix for points, just like Mario Kart. So first place would get 5 points, second place would get 4, 3, 2, so on and so forth. And then through those 4 Grand Prix, we will have a winner, right? And then the winners are going to move on and face other winners. And I want this to be a big tournament. Big. Lots of different games, lots of different opportunities for people, and lots of just fun. And I want it to come down to a Final 4 who have proven that they're like universally good at all different types of games. And then they go head to head in all of them, in all of the genres. And then the person who wins gets crowned like the gaming Grand Prix winner. And I want to do something special for the prize pool. And yeah, I mean, I'm talking, this would probably be like a year-long endeavor, and, you know, weekly streams and content surrounding it. And whenever we crown the winner, I'm talking like they get like a real, like, I was thinking either like a belt or a ring, like a Super Bowl ring. Like, obviously not like a fucking $80,000 ring. I'm not fucking made of money. But, you know, I could definitely, if the series is big enough, I would make the prizes bigger as time goes on. So like if the channel grows and people love that shit and love the content and love the tournament, I'll bump up the payouts as time goes on. And I was thinking somewhere starting out like I don't want to talk about money. I don't know. I don't want to talk about money right now, but it would be enough that people would really, really try hard, and it could be really fun to watch that. And like we're talking like, let's say they get like RTS, and the first game is StarCraft. They get 30 minutes to figure things out if they've never played. So like they can YouTube shit, they can do like a training tutorial, they can do whatever. And then after that 30 minutes is up, they just got to go. They just got to play. And you know, it'd be like a 1v1 or a 4 player free for all. Like I don't know yet. Like I'm just spitting ideas out. But every game they're going to have 30 minutes to like figure it out and try and like use their gaming knowledge to figure out a curve or some sort of way to have an advantage over the other people and hope that no one had played it before. Because, you know, that's another thing. Like, I want this to be a gaming gamers tournament. You know, like, I understand, like, there's lots of people who play just a specific game, which is not an issue. That's just as respectable as playing a variety of games. But I want the winner of this to be someone that's like, I fucking game, dude. You know, like, I'm like, I want them to be like, dude, I've played all of it. I don't give a fuck. I'll play whatever, and I'm good at it. You know, and I might throw in a challenge at the end. That's something that I've been thinking about as I'm writing like all my thoughts on this. Like maybe they play double or nothing against me, and you know, see. I'm not saying that I'm good like this, you know, end all be all, but there's one thing that I'm confident in saying in gaming, at least for myself. It doesn't matter what genre, what type of game we're playing, I could be competent in it within a short amount of time. Aside from Fadian type games, which are not, you're not supposed to be good at it quickly. But if it's racing, if it's shooting, if it's strategy, if it's card, if it's you name it, indie, puzzle, whatever, I can usually get an idea pretty quickly and play decently. And then once I understand it more, I play better, right? And I want to see who else out there can do that, you know? And, you know, there's going to be one player experiences. So it could be something like, fuck, man, we got Dark Souls in our rotation. So you got 30 minutes to figure out Dark Souls, go watch some tutorials, and then we're going to do a 2-hour timer. Whoever gets the furthest wins. You know, that's the type of shit that I'm thinking of. Now, obviously, we would have to come into, like, do we play only free games so that way, like, people don't have to buy games? Is it you're expected to buy games if you're joining the tournament? I don't know yet. Like, these are things that I'm working on. There's no set date on when this is going to start, so if you're interested, telling me now isn't going to get you involved. Sorry. But I promise you, with how big I want to make it, I'm probably going to reach out to everyone who has interest in this. And even if you don't think you're good at games, you might have a secret edge that you don't know about, because it's not just going to be mainstream games. You know, I'm not going to be like, okay, well, everyone hop into Fortnite. Fortnite might be involved if we get like a battle royale or something, but it might not be. What if we get a retro category and the 4 games are all, it's just who can get the furthest in 2 hours? You know, that could be a clean sweep, and that clean sweep might put you ahead of everyone else if you can gather second and third places across the rest of the games. You know, so that's the mindset that I want people to go into with this, is like, how, like, what am I good at? What do I know I can beat other people at? And is it enough to put me in a spot where I could potentially win the tournament? But yeah, in my head, I'm thinking like, So each of the first rounds would be 4 people, and then if we did like 32 first round things, that would mean that there would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 8 semifinals, or 8, is it semifinals? No, 8 move on to the next round, and the Sweet 16, I guess you could call it. No, it would be the Elite 8. I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. And then there'd be a semifinals and then a finals. So most people would play, if you win, 3 tournament brackets, which would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 32, 48 different games. Somewhere around there. I think if someone can prove that they are better than average in 32 different games, they probably should be crowned the Grand Prix winner, or whatever you want to call it. So just something to look forward to. I didn't want this video to be this long, but I guess fuck it. As far as the content that's coming out right now, what my plan is I'm going to try and push out the 2 videos a day until I can get all of the gaming stuff cleared, and then I want to just do 1 game at a time, and then that's probably when I'm going to get back into streaming games, because then I can do I can make my videos like the other types of videos during the week, like the factor cap and the tier list and all that type of stuff. I can do all that, and then I can stream 1 game at a time and go through all these different games I want to play, instead of having, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have 10 active games on the channel right now, and some of them are like multiplayer games, right? So I'm trying to clear all those out, but I want to get that down to 1 to 3, and then I'll start streaming again games, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, that's the update. Again, thank you guys so much for 600. It's cool. It's cool to see growth. It's cool to see all the years of doing this. You seeing the needle move every day. I'm like, man, that feels good. Yeah. And everything I've said in the video so far, just know I am okay. I'm going through it a little bit, just trying to keep Wes here and happy and focused, and not meddling in the pool of sorrow. I think that's sometimes my issue, is I'm usually really good at dealing with stuff until it's a lot at once, and then I just decide, okay, I need to shut down for a little bit. And maybe some people do that. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not good. I don't shut down towards people, right? My wife's great, and all of the people around me are nice and helpful, so that's all awesome. It's just I shut myself down, and I don't know. It's tough. It has its pros and cons, but I want to make this video for everybody, and get people excited for things to come. And I will have Factor Cap episode 41 out Sunday for everybody, or excuse me, Monday for everybody, and then we'll hopefully be back on the grind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.